Today I'm going to have expressive language therapy with a fourth grader. And the concept that we are going to be doing is vocab, and we're going to try to expand their utterances. And so by doing that, we are going to talk about jobs that people do. And by talking about it, we're going to use all the W questions. That's the who, what, when, where, why. And doing that, I'm going to start by asking them if they know what their parents do, what their job is. And I will ask them those questions and try to get them to answer them with more than one or two word answers. And ask them why, what does that mean? Try to get them to say more. And if they are just giving me one or two word answers, then maybe I will do a little bit formulation of the sentence for them. Like if they say, my dad works at a bank, I will say, oh, so your dad is a teller at the bank? Or is your dad like a loan officer at the bank? Try to get them to say a little bit more. So we'll do some talking with that, and then to do a little bit of vocabulary, I will pick a couple jobs that I printed out, and we'll talk about these. So the first one is kind of easy. Everybody knows a firefighter. So we're going to start off simple, and we will talk about what firefighters do. In the who, the firefighters, what, where, when, and why. And I will ask them questions that maybe are not on this to try to get them to expand on what I have said. Farmer, if this is hard, we'll stay easy with farmer because that's an easy one to talk about. But if this is too easy, we will go on to something more like an astronaut, or even like a car mechanic. And to make it harder, I will ask them the questions, but not show this piece of paper. But if they're still having a hard time, then I will go over the who, what, where, when, why that I have put down and try to get them to expand on it. So after we talk about all of these, I will then have them do a fun little game on my iPad that they can answer questions. And they can hit the button and hear if it's right or wrong. And then they can go on to the next one if they want to. So it's kind of fun. There's like matching games that they can do with this. And so I'll just let them it's kind of an independent play that they can do. Okay, so this is kind of a little matching game on the iPad, and it has our astronaut, our fireman, and our farmer. So they just have to kind of match them up. Just kind of a fun little game. So looks like you could do it again, or maybe you can go back and try a different game too. I think they have the ones that you can just answer the question. After they're done playing with the game, I will also ask them to go home, and if they don't know what their parents do and why, and ask them to go home and ask those questions to their parents. But if they already know all the who, what, when, where, and why of their parents' jobs, I'll say go ask a neighbor or their friend's parents. This way they can be out there communicating and learning how to express themselves also by asking the questions. Okay, this was my therapy session. Thanks.